Hi, welcome back to It's Okay to Play with Food. Gabby here. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna share today my pickled pimento pepper recipe. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Questions, likes, and comments are welcome. Enjoy! So we have the pimento peppers. This is the pimento pepper. It's crunched. They are very sweet and they're really good actually. We're gonna need some horseradish sticks, dill weed dried, you can use fresh, 1 measure of vinegar to 2 measures of water. For every 4 cups of liquid, you're gonna need 1 heaped tablespoon of salt, non-iodized salt. So kosher salt, it's good. Rock salt, it's really good. And you're gonna also need some mustard seed, a little bay leaf, a couple of pepper kernels, and a few jars that you wash and dry. Just take out the core and just cut it in, quarter or eighths, however it appeals to you. It's all about your own palate and how you like to see things. If you like them a little bit more substantial or a little bit daintier, it is all up to you. I like to cut them in about a bite size, and they're really good for a pickle substitute. They do pickle quite fast. The water with the vinegar, the mustard seeds, the salt, and the pepper kernels, and the bay leaf, we're gonna bring to a boil. Meantime, we're gonna finish cleaning up our pimento peppers. And in your jars, we're gonna put a little bit of a horseradish in the bottom of your jar, and then some dill weed, and a little bit of the stalk of the dill. I dried mine just on a string for a week and I store it in a jar. The water is up to a boil, so I will turn the heat down a little bit just so it simmers, and in a couple of batches I'm gonna put my cut clean pimento peppers and let it cook for about a minute or so, just until they start to turn color. And I don't have a lot of liquid here, but you can definitely make a lot more. Just keep in mind the ratio. And it doesn't need much. A minute tops. You don't want them too soft, but you want them just a little bit so you can put them in a jar. And then scoop them out in a different bowl and put your second batch of peppers. While our liquid is cooling, you're gonna start building and putting your little peppers inside your jars. And you wanna put them as tight as you can. You do want as many as you can in one jar, so you don't need a lot of liquid. And it's surprising how much can you fit in one jar. You wouldn't think that 8 peppers will fit in 2 jars, but they definitely will. When you're halfway kind of up, you want to take another little stick of horseradish and just put it in your jar. They're still a little hot. The liquid will cool a little bit until we're ready to put over the peppers. You can, I suppose, do it with bell peppers. I do not see why not. or any other kind of pepper. If you like a little heat, you can put a little hot pepper in there, whichever kind you like. Just make sure that your pepper is nice and healthy, doesn't have soft spots before you clean it and blanch it for a minute or so. As you can see, it's a nice and tight fit. So this is the bay leaf that we had in water, and then I'm gonna add some more dill weed on top. I can even add another piece of horseradish. Just like this. It's gonna keep everything inside nice and tight. And now it's time to add the liquid. And I'm just gonna ladle it in and make sure that you put the mustard seed in there and the pepper kernels in each of your jars. We need to make sure that we don't leave air bubbles in the jar. So I'm gonna take one of those bamboo skewers and try to get the air bubbles out. That looks good. And I'll just finish filling it up. Take the saran wrap and make sure you have nothing on the mouth of your jar, like dill weed or anything like that, and put your saran wrap right on it, nice and tight, and take out any air you can. If you push down on it just a little bit, gently though, and you can squeeze out any excess air, and then put your lid on and make it nice and tight. And now I'm gonna put a kitchen towel around it and let it cool until tomorrow. And then I'll stick it in my fridge. It will be sufficiently pickled in about 3 to 4 weeks. This is my last year's jar. It works great as a pickle substitute for some sandwiches or part of an antipasto plate. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Questions, likes, and comments are welcome. Enjoy!